Hi everyone, and welcome to your Dragon Energy reading. Very excited to do it for you today. There are 3 piles to choose from. Pile 1 is this card and or the purple Flourite heart. Okay. Pile 2 is this card and the Mookaite Jasper. And pile 3 is this card and the Ocean Jasper. So take your time. Let whatever pile or crystal calls to you help you with your decision in picking a pile, and I will see you in your reading. Hi, pile 1. So for those of you who chose this purple Flourite heart, okay, or this card, this is your reading for pile 1. Let me just set that to the side. Okay, so we're going to do overall energy and some oracle cards at first. Then I'm going to shuffle live tarot, and then we'll do another couple oracles, and that will be it. So let's go with overall energy first. We have transformation. Oh, pretty card, pretty dragon. And the Hierophant. Okay, so these are your overall energy. Pure White Dragon from Orion, Source Dragon, Destiny, wow, okay, so we know what this is all going to be about, Enlightenment, and Inspiration. Oh, pile 1. What an awesome set of cards here. Just, I haven't even really looked at anything. I'm just kind of glancing at it quickly. And we're talking about your destiny. We're talking about your destiny. Okay, but first off, let's look at the overall energy of the read. And for this transformation card, I always pull the book for this particular deck because the messages from the dragon transformation, I'm going to say himself, is always such a wonderful message. So let's see what transformation has to say to you. All right. Transformation tells us you no longer need these experiences. They are in the past. They have completed their task and have no place in your future. By holding on to them, you only keep yourself trapped in old patterns that are no longer of use or necessary to you. A new you is emerging, maybe a quieter, more considered you, but certainly a more powerful you. Having lived through a great many things, now is the time for you to put that experience to good use. Follow your inner guidance and let your old habits and worries slip away. There will always be those who question what you do, but that is their journey. You are on yours. Follow the steps laid out before you, trusting your own inner light as you move toward a fresh way of being you. So that is the message from Transformation Dragon. And I just love that the wings are like a butterfly, right? Like it looks like the monarch butterfly, the coloring of him. So interesting. So all about transformation. Love it. But let's get into the message. And the Hierophant. This is a time for you to learn. This is a time for you, if you haven't already started, now is the time. So what is it that you want to start learning about? Is it something you can do on your own? Is it something that you need maybe a mentor or a guide or a group to, you know, like some people like to learn with other people, some people like to learn on their own. So that will be a decision for you, but this is definitely about learning, okay? So what is it that you can learn? And I want to say it's what is it that you can learn and then share and inspire others with? Because this is a 3 for communication, okay? And connection with others. So doesn't have to be on a world stage. It could be within your group, within your community, within your extended family. That all falls under 3, like 3rd house. So let's just get in and see what else it has to say here for us. I'm so excited and I don't know why. See this, I have a very excited energy here for this reading. I think just because I'm so excited for you because they're really bringing through a message for you today that it's time to start thinking about your destiny. What are you here for? What do you want to do? What do you want your story to be? Who are you destined to be? And that's all going to come from the inside with your soul, okay? Your soul knows what you came here to be. Now it's time for you to find out. That's why I think I'm excited, okay? So, but I do want to say transformation and just the Hierophants of 5, which is also change, which I love. And we have transformation. The dragon here is number 3, and inspiration is number 3, which is bringing me again to the, to communicating, connecting with others. That's part of your destiny. Let's see if we can find out how. Pure white dragon from Orion transforms your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. Process what you know. Act with truth and honesty. Let your wings of light grow and expand. And I just heard each one of your destinies is going to be different, right? This isn't everyone listening to this pile has the same life path or soul path. Okay, so I think that's important to know that just came through. I'm going to read that one more time. Transforms your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. Process what you know. Act with truth and honesty. Let your wings of light grow and expand. And I think it's interesting here that we have the lantern, right? Lighting the way, full moon in the background. And this card is enlightenment. A 2 and a 3 are also 5 for change. And it's moving forward. It's moving forward with your light, okay? Source Dragon attunes you to the infinite. Be still in the silence. Magic can happen. Be in the moment. So you may have to take time out to just be in the moment. If that's something hard for you to do, set a timer and start with 3 minutes and work your way up by the minute, okay? All the colors in this Destiny Dragon, I just feel like the colors represent so many different opportunities. Like, again, it will be different for each one of you. But we know back here from the overall energy that there's something that you need to let go of, which is your old way of being. It doesn't mean you change who you are. You're still you, but you're going to change maybe some of your old ways of being, your old habits, your old ways of thinking, your old ways of doing things. And you're going to learn. And with the Hierophant, I just always think of 9th house. Is it something you're going to do around spiritual studies, religious studies? Is it going to be studies of different countries, of different cultures? It's higher education. And whenever I see the Hierophant, that's what I think of. It's learning. It's continuing to learn. It's expanding the mind. And then what you're going to do, pile 1, is you're going to take that and you're going to use it to inspire others. And I loved in Transformation's message that it said it could be a quieter you. Maybe you're someone who's quite loud now. Maybe you're someone who likes to be the center of attention. I don't know. Maybe you're someone who, when you talk really loud, or I don't know. It could mean many things. You'll know for you. But they're saying in order for you to do this, you don't need that energy. So maybe that's something you let go of. Quiet energy is nice. And that is still going to inspire others. I just feel like I need to say it doesn't need to be up in people's faces for whatever reason. But the other main part of this is you going within. Okay, you're going in. You're attuning to the infinite, to Source, to the universe, to God, to your dragons. Because you can always ask them to help you through. So we have Source Dragon who can help you connect to Source, okay? You have Pure White Dragon from Orion who can help you rise up and raise your vibration and find out what your destiny is and who you really are, because you're going to need to connect to source to do that. And then you're going to process and take everything that you know or everything that you're going to be learning. And then with truth and honesty, you're going to share it with others and inspire them. You're going to follow your lighted path, your destiny. So that's your message, pile one. I love it. Now let's pull some tarot and see if we can get any other information here about this. Very, very exciting. And just, I don't know, again, all the colors here, I just feel like, oh, there went one right across. So, Two of Cups. I'm not going to say anything yet. I'm just going to wait and bring out, I want to bring out at least 3 cards. So, let's just set with that. Okay. In order not to keep you here while I continue to shuffle, let's... Okay. Ace of Swords. I love that. Okay. And Queen of Wands. Oh, those are beautiful. You know what? Let's do one more. Now that I do this live in the reading rather than a pre-shuffle, I'm like, I want more. The Emperor. Oh my heavens. Okay, so right off the bat with the Two of Cups, this is going to be something that you love, something that you connect with emotionally. I'm going to say that when you are in your quiet moments, connecting with Source and figuring out exactly how it is that you want to start on this destined path, you're going to, one way to know will be, it's going to be something that you're passionate about, which brings us over to the Queen of Wands, okay? It's going to be something that you are intuitive about, right? Cups, water, intuition. But also, yeah, passionate, something you're going to love, and you're going to be using your intuition here to help you see, yes, that's what it is for me. And with the Ace of Swords, I feel that while you're learning, you're going to really be tapping into that air energy, right? That swords energy, which is your mind, all right? It's intellect. It's the learning, all right? It's the learning. You're really going to be coming up with new ideas and ways of doing things from what it is that you've learned. I love that, okay? And then we have the Emperor. You are going to be standing in all of your power here with the Emperor. You are going to, you're not going to be the king of your castle or the queen of your castle. You're going to be the Emperor of the, oh gosh, I don't know. Like, they're not just the castle, they're the entire area, the kingdom, whatever it is. All right. And you are really going to have the opportunity here with this transformation and finding and connecting with Source and all the choices, like I said, with the color in this dragon here, right? I just feel like there's going to be so many different ways for you to do this, and you're really going to be tapping into that intellect and air energy to figure it out. And then you're going to be inspiring others. I love that. And what an audience I feel that you will have in whatever way, whether it be social media, whether it's something you do in your community. You could be writing a book. You could, who knows, right? But your audience, you're going to have, when I said like the Emperor is not the king of the castle, he's like the ruler of the kingdom, or however it is you want to say that. I just feel like that means you're going to reach a lot of people and inspire a lot of people. Okay, let's get the good luck, good fortune the fortune cookies deck, I want to pull one of these cards. Oh, and one flipped over for you. Oh, I think it did. There we go, right here. Dignity. Oh, and oh, 3. Oh, okay, well, we'll take all of them. Courage, confidence, and dignity. Okay. I usually check into the book because not only is there a butterfly around this dragon, but there are flowers, and that's what I go to the book for. Inspiration moving forward. Okay, so I'm going to go with confidence, and the butterfly is the Baltimore checker spot, and the flower, hepatica, possibly. Okay. And the question to ask yourself is, what will I do with confidence today? So how can I take what I've learned and what can I do with it today to inspire others? All right. Now let's go to courage. Some of these flower names, man, horrible with the names. The flower is the mullein and the butterfly is the purple shot copper. All right. And the question is, how do I show courage every day? So how do I show courage every day? And just FYI, it's not always going to be a question based on what's on the card, or sorry, using the word on the card, just so happens these two are. But how can you take what you've learned with confidence, use it, courage and confidence, and get it out to the people? And dignity. All right. Let's do the last one here. If I know my alphabet, then I'd be able to find it a little quicker. There we go. The dahlia. Okay, finally a flower I know. The dahlia and the Orion butterfly. Oh, nice. And the question here is, actually there's two. Do I always treat myself with dignity and uphold my self-worth? And when I feel someone is trying to take my dignity from me, how can I resolve my feelings towards that situation? Okay, so there's some food for thought. Because you're going to run up against that. Once you start dealing with, I'm going to say the masses, right? That's going to pop up. So those are wonderful additional messages. And now just let me get a little fortune cookie card here with the dragons on the front and see any last messages for you. Pile 1. I wish you all the best finding. Okay, let's take that one. Love. Love is in the air. A great time for commitment and taking relationships to the next level. All right. Well, Valentine's Day just happened, so maybe for some of you, you needed to hear that message. Okay, I'm going to also take this one, 2 more. Twists and turns. Careful made plans could be thrown out the window as major changes and interruptions surround you. Make sure you get lots of rest to cope with all the upheaval. All right. And I want to say that, yeah, as you're going about this, as you're doing this, as you're making the changes, there are going to be twists and turns. There is going to be upheaval in your life. You're going to have probably people saying, who are you? What are you doing? all types of things, right? So just be prepared for that. And that, I think, falls into, how will you react if people are trying to take your dignity from you, okay? And opportunities. A stranger is about to change your life. Exciting times and plenty of action. Plus, a special family reunion looks likely. We were talking about, is it time maybe here? I think I did mention, like, you may want to go out and learn from someone else, like a mentor, or join a group or whatever it may be. So maybe those are some things that are coming in for you as well, pile 1. So that is it. That is your reading. I want to thank you very much for spending time with me today, and I will see you next time. Hi, pile 2, and those of you who chose this Mookaite Jasper, all right, or you chose this card. This is your pile 2 dragon energy reading. I'm so excited. So we're going to do the oracles first. Then I'm going to pull live tarot cards for confirmation and validation. And then we're going to do a couple of oracles at the end. So let's get started. Okay, first card out. The dragon is a luminaire. So pretty. And we have the King of Coins or the King of Pentacles. Golden Solar Dragon. Silver Dragon. Okay, so we have gold and silver. I think that's interesting here with the King of Coins. And also here, that's looking a bit gold. Okay. We have Gratitude. Choice. And Space. Okay. Pile 2. What I like to do is read what a luminaire, the dragon here in this picture, has to say for your overall energy. Okay, so let me just find. Oh, okay. A luminaire. His message. I illuminate what can't be seen, that which is hidden within you. Your truth needs to be seen and shared. You cannot hide behind your masks forever. Your shields of false protection don't serve you. Only truth has integrity and can stand the test of time. The rest of the messages from him, spiritual warriors of earth, collectively we can change the world, although humankind is not yet ready for us in all our might. You and others like you are preparing the way, anchoring the light into the planet. Are you ready to continue your amazing journey of empowerment? Do not fear this illumination. Truth is a liberating and powerful ally. Your fears lie with change, but open your heart and welcome it to your core, allowing the light to guide you forward. Okay, I love that. What a beautiful message. So this is about making changes one person at a time, starting with yourself. And a luminaire, of course, is lighting the way. All right. So what I want to say when I just look at all of these cards as a whole is you are, pile 2, going to be able to do this, and the dragons are bringing this to you today. I like to say as a heads up, as a message to say, you know, you are one of the people that needs to be doing this here to help raise the vibration here on earth, to help bring the light and anchor it down to earth. Okay. You are one of the people to do this because you are like a king of coins. You are smart. You are generous. You are able to stay grounded yourself. You are steady and you are methodical. Okay, you are, yeah, steady Eddie. That's what just popped in. You're steady Eddie. You have the temperament and a way about yourself that other people will trust and believe what it is that you have to say because you are a stable, solid energy. Okay, so that's what I want to say about that. And I just want to go straight here to the choice card, understanding consequences. And it's 2 very fiery dragons here, which are kind of reminding me for whatever reason, because of the color of the Tower card. It's like it has to crumble down the way things are being done now, the way humanity is behaving in certain instances. It needs to topple and crumble to the ground so that it can be built back on a stable, solid foundation. okay? And this is a 9, and it just kind of is just wanting me to say, you know, it's going to be a long, hard-fought battle. But like Illuminaire said, you are here to start it. It is certainly not changing overnight, right? It's one person at a time, one decade at a time, 1 year, 1 decade, one generation at a time. And I just really feel like they want to show their gratitude to you for being this person. And I'm going to say this special person because you know what, it does take special people to do this, to be able to get on their path and to stand up against what is not the norm, okay? And they want you to be thankful to the universe and to give gratitude for this gift of stability and being steady Eddie. Okay, now let's get into the other cards here and see what else. So Golden Solar Dragon, the message here is helps you stand in your masculine power and wisdom. Okay, excellent. Let your DNA be reprogrammed and light codes activated. Become an inspired leader. That's what we were just talking about. And I don't read the cards until I actually go to them, right? And if you knew me, I really have to focus in because my eyesight's bad. And then we go over here to the Silver Dragon, illuminates, again, illuminates. Okay, perfect, love it. Illuminates your potential with higher light. Yes, access untapped resources, look into your soul, see higher possibilities. This is being able to see the big picture. This is going within, connecting with Source, God, universe, your dragons, whomever it is for you, and being able to see and understand what the bigger picture is and why it is you are chosen to do this type of work. Okay, so that's the first part of your message. Oh, sorry, I didn't go to the space card here. That's a 5, which is change. I like that. Okay, what I'm hearing on this is if you're asking yourself, where do I do this? It's unlimited. It's wherever it is that the message needs to be spread in your community, within your family, within your groups. You are going to know, because this is going to resonate with you, pile 2. And if not, it may not be your pile. So this is kind of a specific one, but it's going to be wherever you're drawn to go, possibly. Maybe you'll be drawn to go to a certain area. Or I think what they're trying to say is don't confine it into a box or a certain area. Like I can only do it between X street and X street, north and south, right? That type of thing. It's like, it's infinite, right? It's to space and back. It's beyond space. Okay, so that is the message there. Now let's pull the tarot and see what else the tarot can give us. I think this is a beautiful message. This is like a call to action, right? Becoming an inspired leader, standing in your masculine power. That doesn't mean you're male here. That you can be a woman and have super masculine power. It's gender doesn't matter. And being that light for others to see it. And that's something too. They will come to you, I'm hearing, because you're going to be shining your light. Oh, love it. 5 of Cups. Okay, that's card 1. We're going to get the others out here. Okay, I'm getting a message in about that. All right, and there comes another one. 10 of Cups and 1 lighted 4 for the other group to pile 1. So let's see if there's, oh, that's a few too many. What I'm going to do is what I normally do when I do my piles. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go here. All right, 2 of Swords. All right, and 1 more. Hermit. Okay. All right. So how do these cards tie in? Well, I want to say right off the bat, the 10 of Cups have come out. So that's telling me right there that you are going to be successful in this endeavor. If you dedicate with gratitude your life to this, you will have wish fulfillment. You will have success. You will be abundant, okay, in your life. And the universe will give you abundance. This is the Two of Swords. I feel like I want to say when you're doing this work, you know, there are going to be times when you're going to feel like you're at a crossroads, that you're not able to see the path clearly. And the dragons, Illuminaire, just wants you to know all you have to do is remove the blindfold. In other words, you just have to remove the block. You have to identify what the block is that's keeping you stuck right there in that moment and not able to move forward. You just need to go within. You need to connect to source, and you need to even call upon Illuminaire to see clearly what it is that you need to remove from your path. Okay? And with the Five of Cups, I feel it's kind of bringing the same energy, but in a different way, which is, you know, you see the gentleman standing there and there's cups spilled in front of him, but there's still two standing. And I just want to say that they're saying you're going to come up against opposition. You're going to come up against challenges and curves and, you know, twists and turns. But don't just focus on, like here, what the block is, because there's always a way out. There's always a way to see. There's always a way to remove the block. And it's always going to be by going inside, okay? Going in, connecting with source, connecting with your soul, connecting with your higher self, universe, God, the dragons, whomever, and asking for those answers to be illuminated. Okay, so this is a wonderful message. Like I said, I think it's for a very specific group of people, and it may be something you're already working towards, and this just may be to let you know you're on the right path. This may be something that you've been thinking about. How can I share my light out in the world with others? And this is telling you, well, it's time for you to start, okay? And for others, this could be work that you've been doing for a long time, and this is just saying you're doing a great job, right? And maybe some of you are stuck in this energy here, the Five of Cups or the Two of Swords energy, where you're not quite seeing clearly, okay? There's something blocked. Something needs to be removed. Okay, now let's get into another oracle here. I love this dragon card oracle because it has beautiful dragons with butterflies and a flower, and there's usually a question, thought-provoking question for you to ask yourself. So let's see what we get here for pile 2. Beginnings. Daffodil is the flower, and violet copper is the butterfly. So let me just look in the book here and see what the question is for yourself, because maybe this is a new beginning for you, okay? For those of you just starting out. So there's a couple of questions. I like it. What new path or trait can I work on today? Awesome. All right. So that ties in. What is beginning for me, and how can I help it grow? Okay. So those are a couple of questions you might want to ask yourself as you move forward. Pile 2. Now I'm just going to pull a fortune cookie card for you. May have something to do with the messages. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. They just could be something that someone in pile 2 needs to hear. because all of the cards come out for a reason. So, all right, let's just flip through these and get one. Friendship. A friend needs your help. Your kindness and excellent counseling skills will put them back on track. Okay, that's something for you to take with you. Someone needs to hear that. Okay, you may be helping a friend find their way, removing the veil from their eyes, seeing that there's still two cups standing, that there's still, just turn around and see them, right? They feel hopeless or lost. Okay, and let's get one more here. Luck. A sudden change of luck is likely. Things are working in your favor. Excellent time for networking. And I agree with that, because this is going to be a group effort. And I want to say that somewhere along the line, you are going to be doing this work with others. So perseverance. You may feel like you are getting nowhere, but there are wonderful changes ahead. Don't give up. So two really great cards, or sorry, three for messages for you. And that is everything that I have for you, Pile 2. Thank you so much for being with me, and I will see you next time. Hi, Pile 3, and those of you who chose this Ocean Jasper heart for your crystal, or maybe you chose this card for Pile 3. Let's get right into your dragon energy reading. I am going to be doing the oracles first, and I will be pulling live the tarot, and then a couple of more oracles at the end. So we're going to start with two overall energy cards. So we have Dolphin and Seven of Swords. Okay. Then Thor's red, black, and gold dragon. The rainbow dragon, nutrition, challenge, and bliss. Okay, so to start off, I actually go to the book because this dragon here is named Dolphin, and I like to see what it is exactly that he is going to tell us, all right, for overall energy. So Dolphin, just to let you know, is the etheric counterpart of whales and dolphins. So he very much has to do with water and the oceans. All right, so this is what he has to say about your journey and the oceans of the planet. The waters of earth can cleanse or maim, support or take life. You too are faced with a similar choice. You can choose to heal and be healed, or swim in the riptides. Neither is wrong. It is only a matter of perspective and choice. You have been faced with arduous situations at times and made some bad choices too. Remember, you are human, and as humans must, your race makes mistakes and on occasion poor decisions, but that is all part of learning. It is time to forgive yourself and others and move on. Okay, that was very powerful. I think this is going to be a very personalized message, Pile 3, for some of you. Because now that we know the overall energy, and I can see here even with the Seven of Swords, to me it's not really depicted on this card here. But I always think of the Seven of Swords as a thief who's running away in the night, or someone who has taken something from you, or something has been taken from you. And well, they didn't take everything, because I think he did leave 2 swords, which is the positive, because that means you have something to build back upon, right? So intuitively, that's what I'm getting from this Seven of Swords. With all those bad situations that you may have been in or the decisions that you've made, yes, it has taken, we'll say, a part of you. But there's still, if you had 7 parts, there's 2 left, and that's what you have to build back on. All right, so let's look at the rest of the cards and see. Well, right here with all of the green and nutrition, I want to say 2 things. First, with all of the green, it makes me think heart chakra, and that little pieces of your heart have been taken here, there, and everywhere, and that needs to be healed, okay? But when I look at nutrition, and I am not a doctor, so this is just intuitively from looking at a card, this is a tarot reading, I feel like it is something to do with your health. So it could just be as simple as building back a healthy body, a healthy vessel for your soul, okay? And just getting yourself back into your own heart space and feeling good and healthy again, all right? For some of you, it could just be you need to eat some good food. I mean, really, it can be different for everyone. But just giving what Delphin had said about the turmoil that you've been through, I think that, one, I always like to go to the positive first here. Bliss, cherishing the day. This tells me you will get through this, okay? You will find yourself to the other side of a healthier, more balanced, more heart-centered you. Let's go up and look at Thor's red, black, and gold dragon. Protects you in time of change. This is definitely a time of change for you. A time of rapid transition and transformation. Relax, you are safe. So God, source, universe, your dragons, your angels, ancestors, whoever is part of your spirit team, they've got you. They're holding you. They're cradling you. It reminds me of, footprints in the sand. That's what this card feels like for me. They're holding you up right now. Okay, the rainbow dragon, and you just can't help but smile when you say the rainbow dragon, brings the leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust, rediscover wisdom, expect miracles, and accept opportunities. And then down here, we have challenge, standing up for your rights. And it is a 13, which is a 4, which is stability, structure, right? Building a solid foundation for this new you. Once you, I've got to go back to Delphin here in the book. I just feel like there was so much packed in there. Once you choose to heal and be healed, and that's right, the green is healing. Archangel Raphael, I do believe you can call on as well for healing. This green, healing the heart, healing your body is the message here for you. It's time. So whatever hardship you're dealing with, whether it just be that you've been in bad situations in relationships with anyone, okay? Whether you've been in bad work situations, whether you have been dealing with addictions of some sort, now is the time to make the change. And just know that through all of that, you may have lost some pieces of yourself, but remember, there's still pieces left that you can build on, that you can build that. Look at this foundation, right? This solid foundation, and it's green, like pentacles, like earth and stability. And like I said, it's a 4, standing up for yourself. I feel like this is a really powerful message for some of you out there to know that you will get through it. And at the end of the day, you will be cherishing the day, and 6 well, first it's bliss, and 6 is also like harmony and success and moving forward, right? Going from turbulent water, as he was saying, right? You can choose to stay in the riptide, or you can heal, which is taking you, like the 6 of Swords, to calmer water. So I feel like that, I just kind of feel like it's a bit of a heavy energy, but I also feel, like I said, just saying Rainbow Dragon can make you smile, that this is a message for you. This could be your light bulb moment. This could be just confirmation and validation that it's, you know, that you choosing to not stay in the riptides is the right choice. It's time to move on and to find your bliss. Okay, let's pull some tarot and see what else the tarot has to add. Yeah, it's, you know, times of change can be difficult, pile 3. I always say this in my readings, you know, that you do not snap your fingers and it all ends tomorrow and that's it. You know, but it's always doable. And when you know that you have the support of everyone behind you, like I said, I feel like this is footprints in the sand when you were carried, when you needed to be carried. Oops, okay. So let's just get some tarot here. What else? 4 of Wands, success. I'm going to put this down here with the bliss card. Yes, you will find your 4 of Wands, okay? You're going to find the success and the happiness and the bliss. The 5 of Pentacles, you're not going to feel like you're left out in the cold anymore. You're not going to have that feeling of lack. The Queen of Pentacles. I love that that came out too, because that's solid and grounding and nurturing and caring. And again, it says success for me, independent, okay? It's feeling generosity from others who are going to help you along the way, I want to say. And it may be one person who's going to come in to help you. Yeah, another success card. Like, I love that the tarot come out with these messages. I just want to keep pulling cards because this 5 of Pentacles feeling, like I said, being left out in the cold, feeling lack, right? That's going to be leaving you. You're going to maybe want to take on that Queen of Pentacles energy, independent, right? Successful, stability, building. So we talked about building a solid foundation, okay? And then we had, you are going to find your bliss and cherish the day. 4 of Wands is success, and so is the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is success after a battle, a hard-fought battle, okay? So I feel very confident, pile 3, that while this may feel a little heavy, you are going to have success in the end. Now, let's just pull a Happy Enchanted Blossoms card here, okay? I just want to find one for you. Okay, oh, these ones are hard to flip. Nope. Let's just find one for you, because there's always a nice or a good question in there for you to ask yourself, okay? Affection. The dragon on here is affection, okay? The flower is the rose, and the butterfly is the Reverdin's blue. But let's see what the dragon affection has to say. One is just be gentle with yourself, I want to say. Show yourself love. The rose come out. Show yourself love and affection. You know, you've been through a hard time. So, but you're coming out on the other side of it here. So let me see if I can find. Here it is. sometimes when you're in a situation where you're a bit down, it is hard. I love this. I just saw the question and this popped in. It's hard to find that love for yourself, to love yourself, to get into your own heart space and feel affection and love for yourself or even others. But here's the question that affection's bringing you. Who do I know has great affection for me? And how does that make me feel? So who in your life do you have that that has great affection for you? And how does that make you feel? That's the feeling you want to hang on to, and then try to transmute that feeling, that energy into yourself. Okay, beautiful message here. Now, let's just go with some, I have some dragon fortune cookies here, okay? Fortune cookie messages. So these could have something to do with your reading, or it could just be additional. Could just be a little food for thought. Who knows? I never know what's going to come out when I pull them, so I just know it's something that you should hear. Declutter. Declutter your life. Let go of correspondence, objects, and people you no longer want. Someone will hurt your feelings and reveal a new side of themselves that you may wish to avoid. So it's right there. It's letting go of those people, those things that no longer serve you. You are making changes in your life, and it's time to let go of anything that reminds you of old or has to do with old ways of being, thinking, or doing. Okay, next we have sunshine. The sun is shining on you, career and business growth. The sun is shining on you, career and business growth, fabulous communication in relationships. You're going to find your person. I put it here with the Queen. You're going to find your person or people that are going to help you through this. All right, and one more. Sexuality. Existing relationships could find a new passion and heightened sexual attraction. Opportunities for marriage and good family life are strong, but if single, be aware of temptation that could lead to trouble. A child will also bring great joy. So, I like that. You never know where a card's going. When I first saw it, I was like, really? We're trying to heal here. We're trying to heal here, Dragon Fortune Cookies. But for some of you, yes, an existing relationship with these changes, it could really bring back the passion and the heightened sexual attraction into your relationship. For some of you, there's opportunities here for marriage and a good family life. But if you're single, beware of temptation that could lead to trouble. Okay, so I think that's a message for some of you, right? And I'm going to say beware of any temptation that can lead to trouble. And for some of you, a child will bring great joy. So maybe for some of you, you have a new little bundle coming into your lives soon. All right, so that is your overall message, pile 3. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you did see a light here, the sunshine at the end of the tunnel, and I will see you in the next reading.